They did everything right, worked hard, saved money, followed the rules. So why are more middle-class families falling behind every year? And what happens when the backbone of society finally breaks? At first, it didn't look like collapse. There were still jobs, still homes, still supermarkets are full of food. There's still traffic every morning, still families trying their best. From the outside, everything looked normal. But underneath that normal life, something was slowly breaking. The middle class. The group was once seen as the backbone of society. The people who worked, saved, paid taxes, raised children, bought homes, and believed life would improve over time. For generations, that belief held nations together. Work hard, stay responsible, be patient, and one day you would feel secure. But now, for millions of people, that promise is fading, quietly, without headlines, without alarms, without anyone admitting it. The middle class is not disappearing in one dramatic moment. It is being squeezed year after year, bill after bill, price after price, expectation after expectation, and many people don't realize it until they are already trapped. It often begins with income. A household may earn more money today than it did years ago. Raises happen, promotions happen, new jobs appear. On paper, it looks like progress, but the cost of living moves faster. Rent rises, mortgage repayments rise, insurance rises, electricity rises, fuel rises, school costs rise, medical costs rise, groceries rise, even simple weekends become expensive. So although income increases, purchasing power falls. People feel confused by this. They ask, how am I earning more but struggling harder? Because numbers can rise while real wealth falls. That is one of the quietest ways the middle class weakens. Then comes housing. For decades, owning a home was a symbol of middle-class stability, a place to build equity, a safe base for family life, a long-term asset. Now in many cities, housing has become a gatekeeper. Prices moved far ahead of wages. Deposits became enormous. Mortgage terms stretched longer. Interest rates changed monthly budgets overnight. Young families delay children. Adults stay with parents longer. Couples remain renters despite good incomes. Some owners become asset-rich but cash-poor. They own a valuable house. While feeling stressed every month, housing once created security. Now it often creates pressure. Then there is debt. Car loans, credit cards, buy now, pay later, personal loans, renovation loans, education debt. These products are often marketed as tools of convenience. Sometimes they are. But when wages stagnate and costs rise, debt becomes a bridge people walk across every month. A bridge that never ends. One payment becomes five becomes 10. Soon, income arrives already spoken for. That creates a dangerous feeling, working full-time, yet never getting ahead. This affects more than money. It changes behavior. Stress enters the home. Arguments become more common. Small expenses create tension. Couples blame each other. Parents feel guilt. Children sense anxiety even when nothing is said. Financial pressure rarely stays in the bank account, it spreads through the household. Then comes time. The middle class once traded time for stability. Now many trade all their time, just to maintain position. Longer commutes, second jobs, overtime, weekend shifts, side hustles after dinner, constant phone notifications, no real switch off. Parents become tired, partners become distant, health habits collapse, sleep shortens, exercise disappears, stress becomes normal. When survival becomes busy enough, people stop noticing what it is costing them. That is another hidden stage of decline. Technology also changed the equation. Many white-collar jobs, once considered stable, are now vulnerable. Automation, AI tools, outsourcing, contract work, temporary employment. Suddenly a degree no longer guarantees security. Experience no longer guarantees loyalty. A worker can perform well for years and still be replaced by restructuring. This creates uncertainty. And uncertainty changes how people live. They delay buying homes, delay children, delay starting businesses, delay joy because when the future feels unstable, people protect themselves by shrinking life. Social status also plays a role. The middle class has always carried expectations. Own a home, drive a decent car, dress well, give children opportunities, take holidays, upgrade the kitchen, keep up appearances. But social media intensified this pressure. Now people compare daily. Someone else's renovation, someone else's holiday, someone else's investment success, someone else's perfect life. Many households spend not to improve life, but to avoid feeling behind. This drains savings quietly. A middle-class income can be destroyed by middle-class image. And then there is retirement. Many assume decades of work will lead to peace later, but some reach their 50s or 60s and discover not enough savings, too much mortgage left, children still dependent, health costs increasing, energy lower than before. The years available to recover become fewer. This creates fear because time becomes more valuable when less remains. So how do you escape it? First, understand that income alone is no longer enough. What matters is margin. How much remains after essential costs? A person earning less with low expenses may be freer than someone earning more with heavy obligations. Second, reduce fixed costs where possible. Expensive recurring commitments are dangerous during unstable times. A cheaper car, lower unnecessary subscriptions, smarter insurance comparisons, controlled lifestyle upgrades. These choices can create breathing room. Third, build skills that increase value. The old model was one job for decades. The new model rewards adaptability, communication, sales, digital tools, management, trade skills, problem solving. Learning to generate value in changing markets matters more than titles alone. Fourth, protect mental health. Money pressure can distort thinking. Exhausted people make desperate decisions. Sleep, routine, movement, and calm are financial tools too. A clear mind earns better and spends better. Fifth, invest consistently if possible. Not for status, not for gambling, for ownership. Even small, regular investing over time can help reverse dependence on wages alone. Sixth, define success personally. If success means impressing strangers, you may never reach it. If success means stable bills, peace at home, time with family, and future options, the target becomes real. Children may inherit stress instead of opportunity. Parents may work longer and see family less. Young adults may delay independence, birth rates may fall, communities become more divided between owners and renters, between asset holders and wage earners, between secure households and anxious ones. Trust can weaken. Hope can weaken. When the middle class erodes, society often becomes more fragile. Because the middle class is not just an income bracket, it is the space where effort feels worthwhile, where planning feels rational, where tomorrow feels possible. When people lose that feeling, they do not only lose money, they lose confidence. And confidence is one of the most important currencies any nation has. But decline is not destiny. Families can adapt, individuals can learn, households can simplify, skills can be built, debt can be reduced, wealth can still grow slowly. The path may be harder than it was before, but harder does not mean impossible. The real danger is not that the middle class is under pressure. The real danger is pretending it isn't, because once people can see the trap clearly, they can begin to move differently, and sometimes that is where recovery begins.